Got to tell you, and I'm not ashamed to say it, I fell in love with Big and Rich. What are we going to do? Save a horse, ride a cowboy. That's what I'm talking about. Three doors down, Ted Nugent, Big and Rich, and a bunch more coming to Patriots Fest in Aurora this Saturday. And Big and Rich, patriotic, red, white, and blue, as deep as it gets. And we welcome John Rich. Good morning to you, sir.
Hey, thanks for having me on.
How about that intro, man? That was pretty good.
Awesome.
That's pretty good. I don't know who wrote those songs, man, but they sound like they were having a good time.
I was talking more about me, the announcer, kissing your butt all the way. Yeah. And I was talking, setting me up more. And no, I'm a big fan, and I appreciate what you guys do and how patriotic you are.
Well, listen, our country was founded on patriots, as I recall. People that wanted to break away from the British Empire to have their own freedom and chart their own course in this world. And here in 2024, we're still here. And I believe that there's a lot of people in this country from both sides of the aisle and in the middle that want to see their country correct. They want to see it get back on track, get back to a better spot. And so there's really an explosion of patriotism happening right now. I believe this Patriots Fest show we're doing this Saturday in Aurora, expecting a big crowd, a lot of positive energy.
And the weather's going to be great.
Yeah. A lot of fun. And the weather's going to be great. Should be a ton of fun all the way around.
You can get your tickets at patriotsfest.com. That's with an S, patriotsfest.com. And I'm glad you brought up the right, the left, and the middle, because this is not some political rally. This is a good old party celebrating America in the red, white, and blue, and celebrating great patriots and the men and women that sacrifice and the families that sacrifice for them as well.
Yeah, I think that's the beautiful thing about our veterans and active duty, which this money coming in from this show is going to support all different kinds of aspects for active duty, military, and people in tough spots. But when you're left, right, or the middle, or non-committed at all, you're still the beneficiary of the service and the sacrifice that men and women have been putting out on our behalf since the beginning of the country. And I think that is a unifying thing in a culture that not many things would unify us these days. That is definitely something I would hope most Americans can agree on. Yes, we are thankful for our veterans, for our active duty, for men and women that are willing to do that kind of a job for the rest of us. So this show will be celebrating those people.
Absolutely. I can't wait to see this show. You got major star power. You guys, Three Doors Down, Matt Oakley, a whole bunch of others. But one of the coolest things, John, is that the charity efforts behind this concert, Special Ops Survivors, Task Force Dagger, and America's Future, proceeds from the ticket sales are going to go to all veterans and active military charities. That's going to make you feel great.
Of course. Absolutely. I think people want to support them. A lot of people will support organizations like that with nothing in return, meaning there's no concert, there's no entertainment on behalf of the dollars that you spent. So this is a really cool one where you can support all those organizations and get one heck of a concert out of it as well. We're bringing Cowboy Troy. He's coming up from Dallas. Me and Big Kenny, the whole Hee Haw gang, going to hit that.
That's great.
It's going to be a lot of fun.
Awesome. And it's a cool venue, too. I love that venue in Aurora.
Yeah, good for them. And thanks, by the way, to Phil Smith and everybody at the Shriners, big backers of this as well. What's going on with you guys? You on the road?
We've been out on the road a lot this year, man. It's I'd say it's one of the busiest touring years we've had in probably the last 4 or 5 years. And we're taking Gretchen Wilson out with us on a lot of shows. She's reemerged, man. So, listen, when you hit a crowd with Redneck Woman and Save a Horse, Ride a Cowboy back to back, there ain't much left of the crowd other than a big sweaty mess.
That's awesome. That's the best kind, though.
Had me begging for salvation all night long, so I took her out gigging frogs, introduced her to my old bird dog. Listen, they don't write them like that anymore.
That's true.
You're right. I think. Listen, I know everybody always says, "Oh, the music was better back when I was doing it." So I'm not going to say that, but I will say that we are lacking some, I think, distinctive character in country. We could use more characters to show up. When Big Kenny and I started writing those songs, we never thought in a million years we would ever get a record deal on music like that, much less get played on the radio. But all those things happened, and then the fans showed up, and they said, "Man, we love Big and Rich music. Give us some more." And so now here we are 20 years later since we put out that very first record, and the crowds are bigger than we've ever seen. We played a show this past Saturday was 42,000 people.
Wow.
Out there in this
cool.
crowd, man. It's incredible. So we're having a good time.
Well, it's got to make you feel great.
Absolutely.
Let me get Nick Gale in here, resident ambassador to Nashville and country music.
Right.
You have a question for John?
Well, I just want to know how the whiskey business is treating you these days. How's that Redneck Riviera?
Oh, thanks for asking, man. So, I launched it back in 2018. It was my answer to Crown Royal, which was always my go-to Canadian blended whiskey, and I wanted an American blended whiskey. So I built Redneck Riviera American Blended. We're now in over 10,000 stores across the United States. I give our 10%, which is our tithe, back to the Folds of Honor, which puts kids through college who lost a parent in combat. And since 2018, Redneck Riviera has generated $1.6 million back to the Folds of Honor. So if you want to find a store, they're all around you guys. Benny's has it. Jewel Osco has it. I mean, it's all over the place. RedneckRiviera.com has a store locator where you put in your zip code and you'll find it. So thanks to everybody that supported that. And
Sure.
if you haven't, go grab you a bottle, man, and come on to the Big and Rich Show. It's going to be a good weekend.
And by the way, the goal of most of this celebrity, and my pal Gaffigan just started, his line of I think it's whiskey, right? And Gaffigan doing whiskey, Father Time. So you got a lot of them out there. The whole goal is to get George Clooney to buy it for $1 billion. So
There you go.
Man, Clooney hit the home run on that one.
Didn't he? I'm still, Nick, I'm telling you, Nick to invest in Mad Dog 2024. We just have a bunch of paper bags. We put our Mad Dog in there and we're good to go.
Not a bad idea, actually.
Yeah.
You
That's
should
right.
run with that one.
Yeah, well, I'll run and hopefully I don't get run over. Tickets are at Patriots, with an S, patriotsfest.com. It's in Aurora at the Piazza this Saturday, pretty much all day. I mean, get there early, stay late. And I have a great time. I know you will. It's going to be a great show.
Yep, it is. We're looking forward to being there, and thank you guys for having me on. Guys, go get your tickets. You can bring your family.
Yep.
This is a Big and Rich show. It's an energetic show, but it's a show that you can bring the whole family to it, and we'd love to see you there.
That's a great point. Thank you, John. Be well.
See you, John.
Thanks, guys.
Right here,
That's
John Rich.
awesome. What a lineup. This is going to be an
That's great.
awesome show.